Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to COBOL, where we will learn how we can use class condition with if statement. Okay, if you remember, in our previous session, we discussed about the condition with if statement, and prior to that, we discussed the relational condition with if statement, right? In the same manner, there are class condition also uh, COBOL that we can use in order to build some if statement conditions. Okay. Now, what is class condition? How we can use it? These all things we are going to discuss in this particular session. Okay. So to understand this, what we will do, firstly, I'll just walk you through this code test PGM that I have prepared already, and then we will run this program to see the output, and also we will try to explore by changing some values so that it will give you a clear clarity on the topic. Fine. So let's start. I'm taking option 2 here for this program in order to open this in edit mode. Now you can see the first thing that we are doing here in this program is identification division declaration. So this is our identification division block, which indicates the information related to program identity. For example, program ID is indicating test PGM, which is nothing but a program name. You can see program name. Then author is denoting the author name, which is Tech Sharmit. So this entire block is used to show the identity information of a program. If you don't know the basic, like what is identification division, why we kept this space blank, so in that case what you can do, you can refer the previous session, because there we have already discussed all these things in detail. Okay, because for now, for the time being, we are just focusing on the class condition part, which is our main topic. So this is just basic idea about the identification division. After that, I have initiated the comment line. So this three lines are commented line, which is used to show you the topic name. So topic name is conditional statement class condition, and afterwards we have initiated the data division block, and inside data division we have kept the working storage section, which declared four variables. Now what is working storage section? Working storage section is a section where we declare all the variable that we are going to use in our program. So here you can see the first variable. Okay, let me tell you the basics about the variable, because although we have covered this thing like how to declare variable in detail in previous session, but still I will just give you a quick recap to this thing. So every variable is declared within a 5 part. So first part is always denoting the level number. So this is the level number of the variable. Then we have data name, which is nothing but a name of the variable, and through this name you can access this variable throughout the program. Second, then third part is picture clause. In picture clause, first PIC is denoting that it is a picture clause, and X is denoting it's a alphanumeric variable. Then 3 is denoting that it can hold up to maximum 3 value. So this is the entire picture clause, which is denoting that we have declared the variable alphanumeric variable, which can hold up to maximum 3 values. Then we have value clause. Now what is value clause? It is an optional clause which can be used in order to assign some value. But in this example, we are using it because we are initializing the value with the help of value clause itself. Okay, so you can see we have just stored the ABC in var1. In the same manner, we have declared another variable. Just only difference is variable name, because if you kept the same variable name, it will give you error. So variable name and the data type is also changed. This time we are using numeric value, which can hold up to 3 value. And the initialized value is now 145, because this is a numeric variable. Then later on we are declaring another variable, which is var3. Picture clause is x3, which is again alphabetic. Alphanumeric. Basically it is alphanumeric because A is for alphabetic, right? We know that, right? In a previous session we discussed the variable declaration also. When I'm saying previous session, that means you can check the entire playlist, because there are multiple sessions within the playlist, so that you can go through, right? Fine. Then we have x3, which is a value clause, and x here we have kept the value as xya but in a capital letters, and then we have var4, which is for holding alphanumeric value up to 3, and it stores all small letters. Fine, so variable is ready. Now it's time to understand the class condition. So these variable we are going to use within a class condition. So here I have initiated the procedure division where we will write the main logic. Now you can see in first condition we are using the class condition alphabetic. This is a class condition. Likewise, this is a class condition numeric, alphabetic upper, alphabetic lower. So these are four class conditions. And how we are using it? If var1 is alphabetic, then simply print display var1 alphabetic. Okay. So what it will do, it will check the value which is present in var1. So what is the value which is stored here in var1? Let me scroll it up. So if I do page down, yeah, page up, so you can see it is holding the value as ABC. So ABC is alphabetic, yes it is. So this condition is true and it will print the var1 is alphabetic. Clear? Then we have numeric value 145. Okay, so let's check the second condition. var2 is numeric, yes it is, because it is holding the value as 145. So what it will do, it will display the value as var2 numeric. In the same manner, third variable is xya, but it is in a capital letters. Okay, so here what we are checking, if variable 3 is alphabetic upper, then we will display the text where 3 is alphabetic upper. Again, this condition is true because all three characters are in capitals only. Then we have var4. var4 is alphabetic lower. Then we can see, yes, it is alphabetic lower, because in var4 means variable 4 we have kept the value as in small letters only. So it will print var4 alphabetic lower. And then simply we stop the program by using stop run. Okay, so that means class condition can be used to check the data which is stored in our variable. So if the stored data is alphabetic type, it will return true if you are using it with if condition or if statement. If it is numeric, then it will return true. If it is alphabetic, but let's say if it is not alphabetic, okay, for example, if we talk about the first example, first if condition, if it is not alphabetic, then it will for sure give you the false result and it will not execute this line. And you can also keep the else condition here, but for now we are not using the else condition. We are just checking it for the example purpose. I always recommend to declare the variable with some meaningful name, but today I just kept it as var1, var2, var3, var4 just for the demo purpose. Okay, so but I recommend you to use the meaningful name always in order to follow the coding standards. Fine. Now here you can see in var1 alphabetic. Okay, so for value we have already discussed, so let's compile it and see what output we are getting from it. After calling, you can see var1 is alphabetic, which is true, var2 is numeric, true, var3 is alphabetic upper, true, and var4 is alphabetic lower, true. Okay, let's try to use some changes, implement some changes. So here what I'll do, I'll just make it as small x, and here I'll make it as capital A. Will it return the same output? No. For two things, for the initial two variable conditions, it will return same output, but for remaining two, it will not execute. Why? Because this time it will return false, and in case of false, it will not print any values. So let me call this. You can see var1 is alphabetic, var2 is numeric, and then it is not returning any line. Why? Because now both conditions are false, and in case of false, it will not execute the output, because that thing we already discussed during the if statement session, right? That if your condition is false, it will not go and execute the thing. But if you have kept the else condition, then for sure it will return the output. But in this example, we are not using else condition. That's why it is not returning any message. Okay, so here it is checking for var3. Is it var3 is alphabetic upper? No, it is not. You can see xy is not alpha upper, because here we have a small letter. And similarly, if we check for var4, is it alphabetic lower? No, it is not, because here also we have one capital letter, and that's why it prints the below value. That's why the last two condition got failed, and returns the false output, and that's why it is not printing this output. Clear? And if you remember in when we were talking about the COBOL initially, we discussed that it is an English like language, so you can see, you can read it clearly, right? If where one is alphabetic, then if where two is numeric, then if where is alphabetic upper, then, and if where four is alphabetic lower, then. So that's why we consider it as a quality of COBOL, that it is a English like language. So yeah, that's all for this session. I hope it is clear to all of you, and now you have idea what is class condition and how we can use it with if statement. In our next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.